The one thing I want to talk about before we get to the biblical question, I talk to a lot of people in counseling on the highways and byways, and what I've come to find out is that men are not taking care of their wives and children for the most part. They are in situations where they're either living together and they both are working, or most of the time the woman is working and the man is not. And they have children. And then the woman feels stuck that if she should stop working, that her husband will not take care of her and the kids, right? So she feels stuck. She's with a man that she thinks she loves because she feels emotion for him, but she realized that she's afraid that he's not gonna take care of her. There are even women that are not working and they're home and the man is working and the man is so mean to her that it's hard for her to be a mother and a wife to him, and she feels stuck. And I knew it was bad where men were not working nowadays, but I want you to know, anybody know men that's not working, they have a family, they're married and stuff? Amazing, huh? I want you to know that you're doing a disservice not only to yourself, to God, and to your family, because men have a God-given responsibility to take care of their family. It's a God-given responsibility. And if you don't do that responsibility, you're not going to succeed in spiritual life or anything. A man is supposed to work and take care of his family, and the wife is supposed to stay home and raise his family, watch over the kids, watch over the home, and not have to even have a second thought about whether the man is going to take care of her or not. That shouldn't even be a thought. It should be naturally done, and it's in us. I remember growing up, I never heard of a man staying home and the wife went to work, or the man was home and the wife was working. And the man and the woman was working. And it's evil. And guys, you have to pull yourself together and do something about this. You have it inside of you. You shouldn't be on welfare. You shouldn't be relying on somebody else. You should be doing it yourself. You cannot fail when you get out there and do it. Ain't no such thing as failing when you make those steps to get a job, go to work, pay your bill, take care of your family. You can't fail. And you got to get it right, because you can't be spiritual and then physically not taking care of your family. If you don't want to take care of a family, don't get married, make kids, or don't make kids, period. And the ladies, I want you to know you're not stuck. Don't let the devil tell you you're stuck with a man and children and you don't know what's going to happen to you if you leave, all right? Here's what you do, ladies. Seek the kingdom of God first. You see you got a sorry man that's not going to take care of you. You stay with him, but don't hate him. And you secretly work on yourself. Don't hate him. Forgive him. And then quietly do the silent prayer, watch, and I promise you, God will make a way for you to get out of that situation. Either the man will wake up and do what he needs to do, or he will leave. But one way or another, you will get out of that situation. Don't get angry about it. Just realize you made a mistake. You married the wrong man. And a way will be made. The truth, which is God, not us, not our mess. The truth, the Spirit of God is powerful. It is more powerful than anyone realizes. Because most people won't trust. They won't trust the truth. They trust their ego. They trust their mind. They trust thinking. They do not trust God. They trust the intellect. But the power of God, the love that's in us all, will bring you out of any situation. So don't worry about the situation. Don't be mad at the man. You just don't hate him. A way will be made. It's crazy that men don't work. Men don't work. It's hard to put together. I don't even know how a male can deal with himself knowing that he's not working. If you're thinking about committing suicide, I understand why. I mean, what's the purpose of living on earth if you're not going to take care of yourself and your family? What's the purpose of being around? You're just in the way. Isn't that true? Aren't you just in the way? Who want an in the way man? Do you want an in the way man?
No.
Right, and why not?
If he's not helping me and we're trying to build something together collectively, then, and I have to do all the work, then.
Have you ever dated or married an in the way man?
No, I have not.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Don't. Yeah. Do not. It's insane, man. God gave you, he put it in you before you were even born to take care of yourself. Really. You don't have to have a degree. You don't have to have this or that. But you can take care of yourself. When I left home at 18, Alabama, we were just talking about the plantation. I went to Indiana, got a job for 2 weeks and paid my way out here to LA. And it was rough, but I'd always worked. And so I never went hungry. I always worked, and I wasn't thinking about not working. There was one little period I didn't work because I had heard from the other blacks and the civil rights. I started smoking some pot. And they said, well, since you smoke pot, you don't have to work if you're black. They really told me that. And I was like, wow, that's cool. And so I went down to the welfare office. I told them, hey, I'm smoking pot. I can't work. And they took me to a little room and let me tell that to a doctor, a welfare doctor. And he said, okay. And so I stopped working and I got $500, I forgot how much now, but they paid the rent, they paid everything. And I would buy my food during the week, so I knew we were gonna be partying all weekend. And at least I was still taking care of myself. Some people get high, they ain't got no food to eat. You know what I mean? At least I took care of, I paid the rent, I made sure there's a lot of food in the refrigerator, because once you get high, you don't feel like going out to get anything. I took care, you gotta take care of yourself. It's evil not taking care of yourself. Your spirit is gone and your body is weak and you're trifling. You're really just trifling. Take care of yourself. It's in you to do it. Don't worry about what kind of job. And ladies, if you're stuck, if you're not even stuck, I don't want to use that word, but you with a man and you find out this guy is not going to work, he doesn't love you, he doesn't love himself, he doesn't love God, he doesn't love the children. Work your way out of that situation, all right? By not hating him, secretly pray, watch those thoughts, and something will happen, a way will be made. So make sure you work. Doesn't that make sense? No? Amazing. I just want to say that because it's happening more and more now. And the women that have to work, raise the kids, and do everything. It's insane. If a man don't have a job, ladies, when you first meet him, when you're out to breakfast, and you ask him, do you have, when he hit on you, ask him, does he have a job? Do you have a job? And if he says no, okay, bye. No explanation. Really, because that's a downfall. That's a man in the way. All right, any questions about anything? Yes, Raymond.
You may hear a lot of younger men saying that it's hard to get a job. Do you tell them that it's not impossible to get a job as long as they keep looking?
Yeah, it's not even hard to get a job. Jobs are everywhere. Especially nowadays, they're everywhere. So when they say it's hard, they're lying. That means that they're not even looking for one. It's not hard to get a job, especially nowadays. So they just don't want to work. Amazing.
I can attest to that.
Yeah. It's time for, there's an order to life. The order is God in Christ, Christ in man, man over woman, woman over children. But lady, If the man not going to do it, if you don't resent him, you can still go to the Father. Don't accept it, but don't hate it. All right, and you'll be fine.